right beside you or something, so
Yeah, that's right.
you can answer any
I
questions you
had
want.
for sure. Yeah, I have you guys on my phone so I can pull it up on my laptop.
All right, let me just pull up the Discord right here, full screen. All right, we're in it now, boys. Okay, I already lost track of time, but what's up, everybody, on the YouTube side? I mean, I don't even stream much, so I don't know why the fuck I'd say that, but welcome, lovely viewers. We are interviewing. This is my first time doing this. Okay, my bad, but we are interviewing one of my favorite artists of all time, Smokeyy, and we have Tyler. I have Tyler co-hosting with me. Of course, you should sub to his channel too. I forgot your link in the description. My bad, but his shit's
It's
literally just
okay.
DJ Alpha Tyler. So go find him. And if you don't sub to Smokeyy, I will take your chocolate chip cookie and I will eat it in front of you. Um, Tyler, you're saying something?
Hi.
Oh, I just said it's okay, brother.
Hmm. All right. So how you doing, Smokeyy? How things been?
Chilling, man. Living life, going day by day.
I
You know how it
noticed
goes.
I noticed the Pikachu plushie or whatever it is behind you. Are you a big Pokemon fan?
I've been getting back into it, bro. Been getting back into it lately, getting the cards and fucking. Bro, it's low key like a bad habit.
Yeah.
'Cause you're just like sometimes I'll be like, damn, bro, I really just spent like fucking like $50 again on some cards. But nah, it's a lot of fun though. I
Have you
I, I
Yeah.
checked
like fucking.
Have you checked out the Violet and Scarlet previews and everything? Like that that shit looks hot.
I did peep that. It does look pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Did you play the newest one? What is it? Arceus?
I
Uh
didn't I I didn't play Arceus because at first I was kind of like, it kind of looks a little bit janky. Like I'm not sure about the time travel, like this, like the setting and everything. I kept watching it though, and I finally settled. Like I am gonna play it. But from what I understand about Violet and Scarlet, like they took all the things that I was hyped about from Arceus, and they're putting it in these anyway because it's gonna have like co-op play. It's gonna be like more open world. Like you don't have to just do like the 8 gems in order and everything. Like you can go around collecting stuff and
Jeez.
it looks hot, man. I'm telling you, which I'm a huge fan.
Damn.
I've got a Avisar tattoo and everything, so
Okay.
Oh, nice.
we there, but like it looks bomb.
Um,
Yeah, bro.
see
I gotta
me
check that out.
me unfortunately, I'm like I never really was around Pokemon a lot as a kid, so I don't really know what it's like to have that passion for it. I just noticed that, I mean, of course, like I'll just hop on the like what's popular, like my favorite one has to be Pikachu, since I don't know shit about Pokemon. But I just seen it, thought it looked pretty cool. Like you got a dope little setup back there.
Tomorrow I
Thank
need
you,
to
thank
start
you.
smashing your fucking shock mouse over
We, I got
eight.
another one. I don't know if you saw it. Fucking Ray over here, yo.
That's dope.
Fucking Rayquaza. Ugh, it's back. It might fall.
Hey, what up? What up, Jay? What up, Tilly Millie? Thanks for pulling up, guys.
What's
Um,
good?
my favorite game is not Call of Duty. In fact, it is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Fire.
What about you, man? You do any gaming?
I go through phases for sure. Like a new COD will come out, I'll play it for a few weeks, and I'll be like, I gotta fucking get
Stop.
back to music and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it really sucks away time sometimes. But Breath of the Wild is sick. Legend of Zelda games so fucking sick. But
Oh yeah. And welcome, Tater Monkey. It's about time you showed up. I'm just
what's up?
Yeah, she's the reason. Like she got me onto you. So like I got nothing. I got nobody to thank but her for it. And I don't know where she finds these people, but every time she introduces an artist to either Tyler's stream or something, it just ends up being a vibe. Like a while back, she started doing a lot of stick figure. Are you familiar with stick figure at all?
Uh, wait, is that an artist?
Yeah, yeah, stick figure.
No.
Yeah, like she always finds these island vibes, and it's just like I don't know how, but it's a wonderful thing.
I have to
But
check that out.
She get when you wake and bake that much, you gotta have something to vibe to. I'm just saying, dog. Like,
Thanks.
she smokes more than all of us put together. Like that's a fact.
Man, I believe it. That's
No,
awesome.
no,
When you're out in Hawaii, I feel like you have to.
oh
oh
yeah,
yeah, no, I'd love to go to Hawaii someday and just chill on a mountain and watch the sunset, bro. That's got to be
before
something
you
like
For
go,
real
real, man.
spiritual.
Going to the fucking volcanoes and shit. Yo, that'd be sick.
you gotta pick one of the pretty islands though. I lived on Oahu for years and I never saw anything pretty. I'm just saying. Like, and that's
For
where all
real.
the tourists go too. That's a lie. Okay, like there's pretty stuff up north and everything, but I mean, like all the tourists stay on this 1 mile strip down south, and it's just it's a trashy.
Damn.
Now I know that you're on the edge of your seat, anticipating this first question that popped up. My friend Simple just he just said, "Hey, the first thing you gotta ask him with no context: boxers or briefs?" it's,
Sheesh.
it's such a fucking stupid question, but I told him I'd do it. So
I'm a briefs guy. I'm not gonna
really,
cap. Yeah. I like structure, you know,
oh
because
yeah,
they're very structured, supported. That's the way I have to go.
I'm
I
a
back
hundred
in the
percent.
day I was boxers for sure. But you know, sometimes like when you're wearing shorts and stuff, it's just like, you know,
Well,
you're
like
really free flowing.
loose boxers, like you grow out of that like after middle school, in my mind, because it's like I don't want my junk flopping everywhere. Like I want some
That
boxers.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I want
exactly.
something that's gonna like yeah, I want the coverage because you get used to like the length of boxers and everything. Like, but then I also want like I just don't want everything just and like I'm 32. Like I'm an old man now. Like you start sagging in some places eventually, and like you got to keep that shit on check. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
No, for sure, for sure. I feel that.
see now, uh, what I wear is it's kind of like both. It's like you got the structure and like some of the length. They're not like as long as like you're like what you as imagine as a. I don't know. This is not how I seen my first interview going, talking about men's underwear, but I'm a roll with it. Like what I wear is just like it's a combination of both. You got the structure and the length of the boxers that I like. So yeah, sick.
Yeah,
Um,
it's sick.
yeah, that's great questions. I mean, if Simple's gonna rewatch this, I know he's gonna be so proud. Be like, "You did it, Jiminy, let's go." Um, but yeah. So by the way, Smokey, I listen to Little Things daily. Me too. It's one of my first songs in my morning mental vibes list. Um, there,
Lit.
I I do I do listen to that song on a very frequent basis. I wouldn't say every single day, but like when I'm cruising, I'm headed to my job or on the way home. Like that is my number one song I play because there's something about that song, and we should probably play it here in a second. Um, but there's something magical about that song, and it's just the perfect like it puts me in such a good mental space, just like Tater said, and yeah, she says it
Thank you, man.
really helps make the day start on a positive note. Oh yeah, always,
I'm
um,
glad to hear, man.
always. Oh, what's
That's
up?
fucking awesome.
Yeah, what's up, WPG? Um,
What's good?
yeah,
Got to
and
keep the sack safe. Roger that.
factual statement, my guy. Um,
It is.
Tweeted and IG posted about the interview. I appreciate the love, homie, always. But yeah, so let's play Little Things just for a second. Um, I just gotta YouTube it. once y'all hear the song, it's just gonna click for y'all because like it's such a good song. Let me know if you guys can hear it. I need to probably share my screen for that. It's playing now. Can you hear it? Okay, my
No.
bad.
No, it's not coming through here.
So yeah, I'm not really prepared.
Chat, can you hear it?
I know,
They might
yeah,
be able
they
to hear
can.
it.
They can, because I have it set up like that. I just need to share my stream in the Discord. And, here you go. Share your screen. Awkward silence. Oh, there it is.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, let's just vibe out for a second. If you're smoking, let's just, like, smoke whatever and, you know, let's get to
Hell
it.
yeah.
Let's do it. You guys can hear it, right? You guys can hear it, right?
Good.
You probably have to tap into the screen to see it.
Yeah. Ah, there we go.
I've been taking my time.
Wow.
I've been doing all the things I wanna do, 'cause everything is so fast. It wouldn't hurt to just slow it down. Go out and have a drink, smoke a little weed, check the scenery, enjoy the little things. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be that hard. Go out, enjoy yourself. Life shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard. Go out, enjoy yourself. Life shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard. I don't want it, you can save it. 'Cause I don't really wanna hear that now. I've been chilling on the couch.
I really like Matt's voice. I think he does such a good
There's
job.
nothing wrong with living basic.
That's my brother.
And I wake up in the morning and
Actual
I
blood brother?
sit up.
Blood brother.
Hit the crib, we gon'
Nice.
get
I didn't know that.
fucked
I
up.
mean, of course,
Yeah, I was like-
of course, I wouldn't know that.
But we're still young, we're gonna live.
I told him, you get the fuck on the song, boy.
Enjoy yourself. Life shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard. Enjoy yourself.
So my stream might be lagging. Clap cam is live. Okay. So we are going through some chugs right now, but hopefully that doesn't affect it too much.
Life shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, that song is absolutely amazing. Like,
Thank you, man.
all right, let me just full screen this. Stop streaming. Tater had a question for you. Who makes the videos? I think you slightly got into that before we started, but
Yeah, his name's Jan Frula. He's from Argentina. And yeah, right now he has like, I don't know if anyone here is into NFTs and stuff, but he made his own collection called Peaceful Groupies and stuff. Like, he's super fucking talented, and I reached out to him before all that, and I was like, dude, like, I got this album, and you know, you gotta, like, it'd be fucking awesome if, you know, you did some videos for this. He was down. I mean, we both have like very similar taste when it comes to art and stuff, and yeah, it just fucking, it worked out for sure, you know.
yeah,
I love that dude. And
I'm also like a huge fan of that, like, really colorful, like, psychedelic look of things, and I think that's really cool. Looks really dope.
hell yeah.
And I used to like back when I used to stream a lot like music, I'd always play your music video for seasons. And
Sick.
the part that always makes me just laugh like crazy is when the sniper scope is set on your fishing box and it just shoots it out of your hand. And it's just so goofy, but like I love it. You know, it gives it personality. I think that's really cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was fucking. I heard the fucking dude that made that video. He was like, "Yeah, just act like something like shot you or something," and then he like edited it in after. It's just funny. Yeah, it's fucking
And
awesome.
and something that I recently requested that song on Tyler's live, and something he said is like he just loves the sense of like you're having so much fun, and you're just enjoying life like the way it is, and it's so you really do get that feeling from your music, and that's what I like. That's what I love so much about it, and like you also have some like more sad, depressing songs too, on some of your older stuff.
Yeah.
What's this song? Can't help it.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't like feeling shitty, but I just can't help it. I love that song, dude. Like I don't know why, but and what is it? I was just sitting in my car before I got home from work. I got home from work and I was just sitting in my car and I was listening to Desire, and that was like that was the one song I didn't really like when it came out. I was just like, okay,
Mm.
this one's really different. I like it, but it's just not really my vibe. And I was listening to it now, and I was just like, whoa, like this song is really laid back, really trippy and cool. And I was just listening to it on repeat, just trying to think of stuff to talk about, and I was just listening to it, and my dad comes out of the garage. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "I'm listening to Smokey, man. Like leave me alone." It was so good, man. It was so good. Like
Thank you, man.
I
Thank
just
you. Seriously.
it it's funny how things can just change up like that one day, and it's cool.
Hell yeah, man.
Speaking of which, Smokey's link is in the description. Please go subscribe. Man deserves it. He's criminally underrated. Um,
Appreciate that. For real.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you, WPG. Thank you.
Hey, so while we're talking about the presentation and everything, because we already kind of mentioned the videos, one thing I noticed in your music too. I mean, your vocals, you know, they've got that dreamy effect and everything. It really meshes really well with your instrumentals, and I can tell you too from an engineering perspective, like that's not an easy, consistent sound to bring out of something. So, do you do all that yourself? Do you do the production, the engineering, and everything yourself, or do you use the same person consistently for that? Like, what route do you go with that?
So I produce all my music. Um, I engineer it all too. But with mixing, I've been to like probably like four different people throughout all the songs, and I've done like Desire, I mixed myself and a couple others, but I don't like really mixing music myself because dude, mixing your own music, you like criticize your vocals. Like I've heard this thing and it's so true. Like, do you guys mix at all?
um,
Yeah, I do, and I adamantly refuse to mix anything that I'm on
Mm-hmm.
because I do get critical of it that way.
dude,
Yeah, it's too hard to do yourself because you're like, I don't want to hear my vocals that loud because your own vocals, like, no matter what, it sounds worse to yourself than to anyone else, and you're gonna subconsciously turn it too low, and
Yeah.
someone else is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, if an actual mixing engineer, they're gonna turn it up, be like, bro, like, what are you doing? And like, you're drowning it out, you're drowning this out, that out, like, yeah, it's too hard to do it yourself in that sense.
yeah. I've been producing for almost 3 years now, and I feel like I've grown a lot as a producer thanks to Tyler right here, especially, and just a lot of feedback from different people. Like I feel like my mixing on beats is getting really good in my opinion, because I like you know you've sort of like done it when you're bumping your own shit in your car most of the time. That's me right now. I'm listening to all my beats and everything just through my car, and like I feel like I'm really proud of myself for that. But then I started like I started making rap beats, then I started making just a bunch of other shit that I can't even really put under a genre. But it's like then I started rapping on rapping and singing on my own beats and everything, and I'm just like fuck no, I don't want to do this. And so like and that's a whole different beast. Like mixing vocals is so different than mixing beats.
It's hard,
It's
man.
almost scarily like it's almost scary how like difficult it is. Like and that's like whenever I hear my voice, but like I love talking, but whenever I hear myself talk, I'm just like, what the fuck you doing? Like just stop. and that's when my self hatred really gets to a maximum is when I hear my own shit. I'm just like, no, like don't do this, don't embarrass yourself. But then I got people like Jay in the chat, and they're like, they're loving it. They're like, you need to put this out right now. It's ready. I'm just like, but it isn't, and like, but it is. I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll put it out. And turns out some people like it. Yeah, they got their criticisms and stuff, but like they don't hate the vocals, and I'm just like, but I do. And it's I don't know. I really have to work on the confidence whenever I'm rapping or something because like, and slowly and surely it's getting better. But yeah, like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think everyone hates their voice, you know, no matter who it is. Like, and you got to get to a point where you shut your brain off and know that like this is my artistic expression. It is what it is. It's going out to the world now, whether I think it's done or not. And that's just it's complete, whether you think it or not, and whether you like it or not, I mean, there's songs that I don't like anymore that I even made, but I still keep them up because you just gotta stay true to yourself at the end of the day. And whatever song you made at that time, you felt if you finish the song, there's probably a point in time where you loved that song, you were bumping that shit in your room, so
Yeah,
just stick with it and just release that shit. Who cares what anyone says, you know?
Well, it shows progress too. We have to always remember one thing that I always keep in mind and try to stress to people is there's no perfection. Whether you're looking at yourself, whether you're looking at someone else, an object, whatever, like perfection is literally unobtainable
yeah.
as long as we're,
One of your
in these trappings.
one of Tyler's quotes is, uh, when it comes to like chicks, there a 10 doesn't exist. Or I don't know if that's Tyler, it might be someone else, but like there's no 10.
That's me.
Is was that you?
That's why, yeah, that's why my wife hit me.
Yeah, he says there's no 10 under the sun. There can be nines, whatever, but there's no 10. And I mean, I guess I sort of agree because there's not a single perfect person in this world, you know? Like, and that's a fact. Like, you know, I feel like,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, it's all subjective. So for a certain person, there is a 10,
oh
and
yeah,
when it's music too, some people will be like, this shit's trash. Some people will be like, that's a 10. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, and that's a big part of it. Like to me, perfection should be objective. You know what I'm saying? Like there is an objectively perfect thing. Like when you look at something that's perfect, it should be perfect. Like I can
Yeah.
look at it, you can look at it, whoever gonna look at it gonna be like that thing that it's so beautiful. Or when you hear a song, that's perfect, and I think that's where a lot of artists get really strung up. Like you said, you were talking about their songs that you did that you hate. Absolutely, man. Like, but it's that progression, man. Show the growth, show the journey. Like, too many people want to hide all their flaws to be perfect, but like they don't want to show the scars that get them where they're at. You know what I mean?
For
yeah.
sure. That's some preaching right there.
Oh yeah.
Hell
But
yeah, dude.
all
We
right.
we're working on that motivational speaking, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it.
I do love me
I
some
love it.
motivational speeches every now and then, just like re up that energy. Um, do you have you okay? Have you ever heard of a little rapper called Mises?
I don't think I have
Okay.
Mises.
Um, yeah.
I've never heard of.
Yeah. I don't know who he is either. Just, um, he's a fantastic artist. Um, whenever I meet new people or talk to them for the first time, like we are now, um, I like to share like really good music with people. So if you ever get a chance to like or like we might end this song like maybe play a Mises song in like a few minutes or something. But he's a super talented individual, and I think he deserves like you a lot more recognition. I mean, even though he's got like 200,000 subs on YouTube, he still deserves to be heard more than that. I think,
Yeah.
and you know, always try to put other people on too.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Hey, so I got a question while we're lagging here. 'Cause you
lagging?
mentioned you
We're lagging?
lagging. Well, we're not lagging.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we're kind of
Oh,
detouring a
okay.
little bit.
My bad.
You mentioned that you produced all your own songs and you kind of dabbled, you mixed some of them and all that. So which route did you start? Because I'm always interested in people's like origin story, like how they get to where they're at and everything. And bro, like I'm not kidding when I say you've got a beautiful mesh of like your beats with your vocals and everything. I love how everything syncs up because
Thank
it's
you.
truly like your lyrics feel like they're inspired from the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they're
Yeah.
actually pulled out of your instrumentals, and I always appreciate that. Did you start as a producer, or did you start as making music and then like decide to play with production?
Yeah, I have definitely like a random. I mean, not. I guess it's not that random, but so I started playing the drums in bands.
Same,
That's how
dude.
I started music, and you know, went from drums. I ended up being like, I want to try making music myself. Not being in bands and whatnot after years, and then yeah, started producing from there. Yeah, just producing at the time, and but I always kind of wanted to sing and shit, like so eventually, the vocals started getting on the beats I was making and stuff, and yeah, from there I started picking up more instruments. Lately I've been playing the bass a lot and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it really is just the way I look at instruments is like they're like if you can play one instrument, mainly like a stringed instrument or whatever, but if you learn one instrument, you could play any fucking instrument. Like you could pick it up and you can make a melody come out
Yeah.
supporting whatever is their baseline. So yeah, I don't know. I just think it's fun, picking up any instrument and just trying it out and whatnot. And I do
Yeah.
use samples too, but I've been
Yeah.
lately straying away from samples altogether. But that's a whole other fucking topic.
So for
Tired of
example,
stretching it enough.
the song "Motions," which I mentioned before, was like one of the first songs I heard from you. I don't know exactly which one was first, but like that is one of my favorites from you. And like you know, after you're done your vocals, there's like a guitar solo. Um, that meshes so well with the beat. Like the beat is like over, like the bass is like so good. It hits so good, and that guitar solo, is that you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I,
See,
I'm not. I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm not a good guitar player. Like I sat down for like mad long trying to get that fucking solo right and stuff because like I'm not a good guitar player. But yeah, it eventually came out like how I wanted it to
mm,
work out.
persevere.
But yeah, for sure. I mean, that's another thing. Like, I feel like you grow with every song, and like that song in particular, like I was like, I never did a guitar solo on a song, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking try it, and it was hard as fuck, but like at the end it came out.
Yeah. There's a reason why I say that one's like one of my favorites. Everything about it is just hits so well, and it's mixed like really like really sweetly, and you can feel
Yeah.
you can tell you put your time into it, and the quality is
Thank
superb.
you, man. Yeah, he killed that mixing on that album. His name's Del Mac. Del
Who's
Mac. He's fucking dope.
Oh,
Who's Action Bronson?
he's I don't even know what he does, but I know what he looks like, and everybody jokes that I look like him. But um,
Okay.
no, it's funny you say that. You know, talking about the having to practice the solo and everything. I'll never forget. I think it was 2007 or so. I was trying to make this beat. I had the song idea, like I knew what I wanted with the whole song. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm running around and I could not, like, every time I would lay it out on the beat map and everything, like it didn't sound how I wanted it to, because I wanted, like, and obviously technology in 2007 wasn't what it is today. And so, like, I wasn't able to like warp it the way I really wanted to in the beat
Yeah.
mapper and everything. And so, like, I literally though, there is some versatility in that, because like you said, if you can pick up an instrument, you can do something. And so, like, I started with bass, switched over to drums because I enjoyed playing the drums a lot more, and then learned how to play the piano later on. And so the bass line was what I was really trying to hit. So I ended up like I was doing like a I was going for, I want to say, like 140 BPM or something like that. I don't have it. Obviously, it's like 15 years old now, but and so I ended up slowing it to like half the speed, recording it out that way. And it actually turned out fire because, I slowed it down. I took the time to make sure that everything was resonating exactly how I like it. But that's the thing. Like, really, if you just have an understanding of the instrument, of the music, of what you're trying to do, like, you can do beautiful and amazing things there. And a lot of people stop, though, because they're not Zach Wild. They're not, like at the top of
Yeah.
their craft or whatever. And that's the biggest line. It's like, do you actually want to do it? Do you want to keep going, or what? Um, and I do want to say this because I know Jay asked a while back. I think you might have missed it, but Jay was wondering, how long have you been making? And that was something I was wondering too. I don't think like we kind of threw that out yet, because you have a very experienced sound. Like, you're really in tune with your music and everything. So I mean, it's impressive, but you also seem like a young dude. And so I'm like, how long have we been making music? Like, really, where are we at?
Well, I was gonna say I just turned 27, so probably
Okay.
not as young as you thought,
No,
but
no, no. You just got to hear it again. Hey, you aged better than I did.
no, but yeah, I started. I want to say I was playing fucking For Whom the Bell Tolls covers and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Metallica. Like when I probably started like all that type of stuff when I was like 14, 15, you know. That's when I really started making music. Like seriously, like go into a studio, record, probably right when I turned like 16.
Okay.
So about probably like 11 years now, 10, 11 years.
Cool. So do you currently go to studios, or do you rock like a home studio setup? Like
Yeah, I do everything from home now, which
okay,
is
cool.
definitely nice being in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I see.
closet. I record vocals in the closet.
Hey, a little bit of egg crate foam
Hey,
goes a
shit.
long way, dog.
The first time, the first time I ever tried recording my own voice, I have this big black blanket, and so I have my mic standing right here, right, and so I would cover my laptop with, and I droop it over my head, just so there wouldn't be any sound, and I just keep it right here, and I would just be like, hubba da bubba da da, and it's just like what, like you gotta start somewhere, right? And
For sure.
I've definitely worked a lot on soundproofing my room. I'm currently building a home studio,
Sick.
so it's gonna need a lot of care and passion and dedication. But one day I'll be there, you know.
Hell yeah,
My first
man.
my first home studio was in a single wide trailer, like at the end, right? Like, I had my bedroom, then there was that bathroom right there, and so the bathtub in there and the shower became my first vocal booth. Like, I went with that old school
Nice,
style, where they say make your vocal booth at the shower so that you get the natural reverb. Like, that was what we rocked.
Hell yeah.
nice. That's
Well,
sick.
that's how you gotta do it, yo. That's fucking sick, man. Humble beginnings, bro.
Absolutely, man. That's what I'm
Yeah,
Humble
saying.
beginnings.
Uh,
So the,
oh, go ahead.
the to the other part, because I was like I said, I know Jay asked a little while back. I was trying to get his question through. He had a second part too. He was asking about albums and stuff. Do you do albums, or do you kind of just went to like a single kind of setup, or how do you do your drop schedule stuff?
You know, I I do feel like it's probably better to do like the whole single route and stuff, but I just feel like I'm an album guy, you know? Like I fucking love the
Amen,
Pink
brother.
Floyds and all that,
Yeah.
you know? There's something about an album, like all these songs, you know, coming together in some way. And that's just how I am. I mean, you know, in the future I'll probably do singles that are really an album, and at the when the last single comes out that's going to be all together in an album, just so you know the fucking algorithm and shit. But yeah, albums are just, you know, there's
Yeah,
just something about a full album that just has more like longevity
yeah,
to me, you know.
and for sure, I'm proud to say that I'm also an album guy. And something I notice about, like, I don't know, like you call your like projects EPs, right? Like they're not like full length feature albums. They're like 6 tracks, 7 tracks. Well, that's
Well,
what
I
I've
call them
noticed.
albums.
Yeah,
I do call them albums, but yeah, they're probably technically not considered an album. Technically, is considered like 30 minutes or more, right, or something.
Yeah, LP would be over 30 minutes. Anything under is supposed to be an EP, technically by traditional standards.
Yeah,
Fun, fun fact: Two Four and DistroKid will disagree with you if you try to label something an
exactly.
EP that has more than like 6 songs or something.
Yeah. So yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like
yeah,
mine are technically albums, but if you call them an EP, whatever, you know. But you know,
yeah. And something I notice about your projects is that, like, the reason I also like albums is because you can always run it on a concept. Like, you have, like, each of your EPs has its own concept, and I like, or at least the way I see it, like the way everything just like tells a consistent story throughout each EP. Like, you have the Getting Old EP, then you have the Mental Vacation EP, and then you have the, I forget what the summer one is called, but Faded Summer, um, which I love. The song Asshole on Faded Summer is amazing. Are, are you frozen? I think he's frozen.
am I still frozen?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you're good now.
you're good now.
Oh, cool.
As I was saying, the Asshole song on the Faded Summer EP, I love that
Mm,
song. Like, I,
thank you,
I
man.
don't I don't got time to hear you call me an asshole. Like, come on, man, that shit's dope. And like, and and I love Wet Cigarette. Wet Cigarette is dope. How did
Okay,
you
shout
meet
out Wet
him?
Sig, bro. Fucking SoundCloud. That dude's from Australia, bro. I never met him, yo. I want one day. I want to fucking go out to Australia and play a show with him. That'd be so sick. Cause yeah, dude, I love him too, man. Cause like, I feel like we're pretty similar with like the way we think about music too, and how we both grown over the years with music and whatnot. And yeah,
Oh yeah, and yeah, like it's just like, I love your concepts, man. Like, the one that sort of like I can't really put a finger on is You Seem Lost, which I think is like pretty obvious. You seem lost. That's the concept, I would say, right? But that one has so many different turns, and then there's like the ones that which there's a couple of songs that are just like that monster voice. Oh, you're frozen again. We keep losing them, Tyler.
Um, is he? Is he? Are you? I don't know if he's able to
can
talk
you
yet.
hear me?
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're good now.
Am I good? Dang, sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you're better
Cause I
now.
can still hear you guys talking when you say that.
Yeah. Um, I completely lost my train of thought. Where are we going? Um,
I think you're talking about the low voice thing,
yeah, it's
the
like
monster voice.
the monster voice and the You Seem Lost. and he's frozen again. We, you're frozen, just so you know. I know you can hear me, so keeps dipping in and out. Uh, Next
This is a
time,
good time to plug video sponsor. You know, we're looking at Discord.
uh,
Just kidding. There's no sponsor in this video.
all right. So, you're back.
Am I good now? I turned off my Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's what's happening or what.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Like, just see if we can get it running smoother. For sure. Um, but yeah, so what inspired the You Seem Lost album?
Be right back.
Yeah.
You know, uh, I was at a point in my life where, it's weird because I wrote when I'm making an album, I like writing the name down because I think of the name before I actually start making songs for it and stuff. And I wrote that down, but I honestly didn't really know what it's about. But I just like the name of that. I don't know how to put it into music. And, some shit happened in life, like I end up like lose my dad and just like from there, I felt like, there's two things you could do. You could either like kind of self-destruct and all that stuff, or you can try to turn it into like a positive and stuff. So, I was like, I let me just fucking make music and, keep it good vibes and as good as I can.
Yeah.
And, from there it just started funneling down, like work wasn't feeling right. Heard about that. Just just trying to help people that also, feel lost in life, because life is fucking confusing and, it could be good as hell. And then, a couple things happen, you go downhill from there and you don't know where you are and
And then
you got to make your way back up.
yeah, you're slowly trying to make your way back up. I like how
Yeah.
I like how you brought that full circle. That was pretty sweet. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that last song found, what's up?
Oh, no, continue.
Yeah, the last song found, I tried to, like you said, bring it full circle with that whole album and, make it like being like I accept what's happening in life, like in terms of like losing someone and just the way life goes in general and, it's time to find yourself and, you know,
Yeah,
go from there.
I think that's beautiful, man. That's pretty deep, man. So
Yeah.
a little while back, Tater had put in the comments, uh, like, what's the meaning behind the song? Uh, it's on the shapes, um,
Colors and shapes.
colors and shapes. Yeah, I know that she loves that song. To me, that's personally, that's one of the least songs I listened to on that album. It's still the like
Hmm.
one of my most listened to albums. I really like the song, but like when I'm like, hey, I want to listen to Smokey Mental Vacation. I want to smoke up or hang out. I'm playing Motions, Mental Vacation, Push, and Only Kids. Those are my go tos.
Oh yeah.
And Colors and Shapes personally is like one of my least favorite on that album. Like, it's not that I dislike it. I still love the song. It's just, the way
Yeah, I
you.
mean, no, I respect that. Everyone has to have, a least favorite and a favorite on an album.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah, that is fun. That song, I feel like no one would expect what it's actually about. But yeah, so it's pretty much about my grandpa a couple of years ago. He was going away too and um yeah, it ended up like he was in a lot of pain and he had to, you know, go out on morphine, and that's kind of what that song's about.
Ooh, that's
And
dark.
yeah, it's a pretty dark song, but like you don't think that when you listen to it, you know. And
Yeah,
that's how I intended it. I didn't make it so like you that's you know it's kind of more of like a hidden message, but
yeah. E-
yeah,
e-
that's what this one's about.
everybody has reasons and stories behind the music they make, and that actually goes hand in hand with my production. Like when I first started producing, um, my number one quote that I made myself, and the reason I make music is, melodies tell stories, and I'm just trying to tell some of my own. You know, like that. I think that's such a beautiful phrase. It's kind of cringe, but I don't really care. Um,
Nah, it's not.
it's
No, that really is awesome.
music is just like incredible. Like you can't really just put who who knew whoever thought that a couple of like sounds could create something as beautiful as what music is. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, and I think, you know, when you are producing yourself and stuff, like I'm sure you find this too, like when you make a song, you start to kind of hear what the lyrics are and stuff from the melodies and stuff, and yeah, like you start running with what you're feeling, and you know,
Yeah,
that's how the best songs are made, you know, it just kind of comes right out of the instrumental,
yeah.
or vice versa,
I
if people write like that.
100% agree with that. I, where you been, Tyler? You got anything you wanna say?
I had to run real
Mm.
quick. I'm just catching up on the chat now.
Oh, nice. He's
Catching everything
Jay
that I
says,
missed.
ask Smokey his thoughts on the music industry, diss tracks and flex tracks. Are you like a mainstream music listener?
Not too much, you know. I feel
Me
like I've
either.
been starting to slowly get behind on, you know, what's going on uh with like yeah, with the main industry, but I still try to follow along. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You know, there's always, you know, cool up and comers.
it's like, yeah, like whenever Justin Bieber puts out a hit, it's gonna go viral on TikTok. You can't avoid it. So eventually you're just gonna
Yeah.
listen to it. Like I remember when Justin Bieber put out that song with the kid Leroy, what's it called, Stay? I think so. That song
I
was
have no idea.
everywhere. I could not
Hmm.
I could not avoid it. And you get so sick and tired of hearing this fucking song, and you just don't want to hear it anymore. And that's why I don't really like the industry really much. Just and like that, and I mean, I'm not against people signing to labels or anything, but I like one like 90, I'd say 95% of my music is all underground artists, people in this community, like my own music, and then some classics. That's pretty much what I listen to on a daily.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I think a lot of people are kind of disenfranchised with the recording industry as a whole. I mean, because you're talking about things going viral when you're looking at not necessarily Bieber now, but Bieber at his height. It's gonna go viral because there's a label putting millions and millions of dollars in marketing and ads, and literally it just shows up and gets passive views, even if it doesn't earn those views. So I mean, like
No.
but people are taking music into their hand. I think it's a good thing, man. I think you get real music. You don't get the same, rappers standing, on top of millions talking about when they were broke and bitches and all this stuff. Like you actually get heartfelt, real music now, which is solid. Um, going back to the album piece. Do you have any physical albums, or do you like have plans of pushing any physical albums at any point in time, or is that something like? Do you feel like physical media is dead? Like where you at?
Nah, man. The only reason I don't sell vinyls is because I don't have enough people that would buy them. If I
I
was
feel
able
that.
to, best believe every fucking release I would have vinyls. You know, I have hella vinyls. I love fucking vinyls, and a CD's not so much, but I still respect people that sell them. But yeah, there's something about vinyls that are just so fucking cool, and I don't think they'll ever die. And
Cas- Cassettes are
yeah,
coming back too, and how cool is that?
yeah,
Like, I
that too.
actually like cassettes though. It's just a
Yeah.
dope little package.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of old CD players that like in our house, just ancient stuff, just collecting dust. Like I want to be able to use it again.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, cassettes too, dude. Yeah. It's awesome seeing, because there's something about having a physical album, having the artwork being so right, and then fitting with the music. You put that thing on, you're looking at the fucking artwork is playing. There's something special about that.
Especially
That's a
if you ever made a physical copy of Mental Vacation and just add some like artwork in there, like I would buy fucking 10, like I would buy like at least 20 of them and give them out to my friends. Like I mean, like I, again, I'm just such a huge fan of that album and that concept. I don't know. I cannot stop talking about it. I can't stop listening to it. Every time I listen to it, I hear something else, and it's just it never gets old. It's one of those things I can just listen to forever, and it just doesn't get old. And replayability is like I think that's one of the biggest compliments you can get is when like your music actually changes someone and makes them think. It's like it's not just the money and like the clout. Like me personally, it's not just like the money and the clout and the fame or anything. It's just like having people actually listen to your stuff and like take something from it. I think that's the biggest gift music can give. You know.
For sure,
like
man. And thank you for that.
I think people like owning things too. Like if I have something in my hand, like you can't take it away, even if it's a CD. And I agree, like CDs are the worst form of physical media, just because like five plays and they're too scratched up to even run in the truck anymore. But on the same note, like you're leaving money on the table if you're not packaging something because people want to. Number one with music stuff, it's like we have a generation now that like doesn't get to have like the shadow box filled with their favorite band or favorite rappers shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause tell me at some point you didn't make like a little collectible setup with like all your favorite albums or something like in some way. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with the iTunes gift card. Like what?
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Uh.
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely is coming back. I
Yeah.
think it's coming full circle, and people are gonna grow up being like, I want that vinyl and or the cassette, bro.
Yeah.
Pop it in.
Bro,
Yeah.
I bought like a collector's pack. One of my favorite rap groups threw out like their whole discography on cassette from like their original like underground rap group, like just a limited pressing of like 500 in a box case. And I bought them bitches
Wow.
because it's like that shit's too cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's music history and stuff. Like I want albums, whether it's cassettes, vinyl. I love vinyl. Vinyl too, like there's something like almost ritualistic about just throwing on a record and dropping the needle and like actually just enjoying music without skipping through or shuffling or whatever.
For sure, man. Yeah, that's all. The collector's box of that. Sheesh, that must have been sick getting that when it
Oh, it
finally
is.
came in, just popping that open.
Yeah, dog.
Hell yeah,
It's the
dude.
bomb. And there's like you said though, it's like you get some art in there, like you get this packaging, and it's something I can hold. It's something I can look at. It's something that's mine. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's I'm a sucker for yeah. I've got iTunes and I buy some albums on there, but 10 to 1. If I can own something, I'll buy both usually. You know what I mean? Like I'll buy the physical thing to like set up, and then I'll still get it on iTunes so I can play it in my car. Like I don't
For
know.
sure, man.
People just fade away, man. Like people just want something that's convenient to make some money and stuff, but have some lasting impact.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take this time to ask one of like the questions on my list. What are your top three like munchies snacks to go for when you got the munchies. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. What are you cooking up?
Sheesh. All right, so I am a bakery fiend. So if there's donuts lying around, best believe I'm fucking eating those. When I smoke, like straight up, I'm eating like some type of bakery snack. So it's either donuts, like cookies, like chocolate chip cookies or something else. Like what else? Oh my God, the big one, toaster strudels. That's my number one though. That is my number one. Like some milk, toaster strudels, and I'm fucking chilling, yo. Like straight up,
Oh yeah.
straight up.
Vibe check though.
What about
Which
you?
filling? Which filling? You gotta get the vibe.
Strawberry.
Yes.
Strawberry,
Saying,
for
that's
sure.
the only answer.
Nice. I
No, what about you guys?
I honestly don't know if toaster strudels rings a bell right now for me.
What?
They probably don't have them in that third world country you live in.
Shut up. But at least we have legal weed here. So I'm just kidding. No.
Jeez.
Like half of America.
Shit. No. For me, the shit that made me sort of fat to begin with was cereal. So I love cereal. Cereal is still like I literally have to force myself to not even look at it because I used to eat it so much as a kid. Um, like right now I'll eat cereal probably once or twice a month. Like it has to be that very occasional treat for me, or else I will just go back. I'll fucking like OD on that shit because cereal for me is one of my favorite things in the world. Um, which Tyler's lactose intolerant, which that fucking
I
sucks.
also fucking hate cereal.
No, but you
I
give
mean,
me you give me some Reese Puffs or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'm a happy fucking child sitting on the sofa, big bowl of cereal. Like you'll never catch me in a happier spot than that. Um, so for me, cereal is my number one. Number two, I'm actually not that big of a sweet tooth, so I'm probably like personally I don't like a lot of like donuts or like pastries and stuff like that. I totally understand why people do like it, but for me it's not really not my thing. I'll get some chips. Who doesn't love a good bag of chips every now and then? So cereal, chips, and damn, if there's some pasta lying around, I don't care if that shit's cold. I'll eat it. Like I love pasta.
Oh yeah.
Chicken Alfredo, man. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo, bro.
Jeez.
I destroy that shit.
Hell yeah.
It's all about the beef jerky. I'm gonna tell you, like, well, not even just beef jerky, jerky in general, dog. Like deer jerky is king, or like some ostrich
Mm.
jerky if you've never had it. Like ostrich jerky is the shit.
Ostrich
You
jerky.
get like,
Damn.
bro, I'm telling you, it's the bomb. Uh, there's
Damn.
this company that makes like exotic jerkies, like alligator jerky is the shit. Any kind of jerky is the shit.
Holy shit.
But then the trick, and this is the budget trick, okay? You got the munchies, like you're looking around and nothing's really hitting that spot. Get you a big bacon sheet out, right? Oil it up a little bit, and you just drop some shredded mozzarella across that bad boy, bake that sumbitch for a little bit until it gets good and like a little crusty around the edge. Get that crispy fried or baked cheese, like it's the bomb, dog. Like I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Sounds good. I love beef jerky.
Yeah, definitely sounds interesting.
I'm also with Roxy. Shout out to Strawberry Shortcakes. Not only because they shared my daughter's picture on their Instagram, but also because, like, I mean, the most strawberry shortcake rolls. Come on, dog. Like, tell me.
Yeah,
You
they slap.
like they tear that shit. That is like, I hate for the most part like pastries and shit. But like, you give me a box of strawberry shortcakes, and I'm so tempted to just down that whole motherfucker. Like, ugh.
No, real shit, man. Damn, bro, I'm gonna fuck some shit up after this. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Jorge too. Jorge threw out Munchos chips. You guys have never had Munchos. Munchos are like the only potato chips that I consistently like crave, and literally, they've got like a weird texture. It's kind of like a bubbly texture, you know. But literally, their only flavor is salt. You get them out, and they're just like these crispy little things that you can't even taste the potato in it anymore or any of the oil. Like it's just fucking salt. I'm pretty sure you will die from a couple of bags of them. They're legit, man.
Oh yeah, no. One of my fucking occasional snacks, or like there's this one particular brand they sell. I don't know if it's anywhere else in the world, but like chocolate covered pretzels. I hate pretzels, but chocolate covered pretzels are amazing. You get the saltiness from the pretzel with some milk chocolate that's just covered in it.
Mm.
I love me
That's
some
'cause you ain't.
chocolate. Love me some
That's
chocolate
because
pretzels.
you ain't had yogurt covered pretzels yet.
I
Like
have
that's the
not.
game changer, man. You get them white, like yogurt dipped like pretzels and shit. That's the shit.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
That's fact.
I love yogurt too. I love fruit in general. I'm a huge fruit eater. Like pretty much what I lived off of for this summer, like this whole summer I pretty much lived off of cantaloupe and watermelon. That's pretty much all I ate. It's just like I'm a huge fruit nerd. I love that shit.
But do you salt them? Is the question.
What?
Do you salt them?
Salt them? I put some salt on my watermelon for sure. That's
Not
really
your,
good.
Not your cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe, I've never tried it actually. I like cantaloupe. Just cut it open and enjoy. I mean, of course
You
you
gotta
take the
salt
seeds
the
out,
watermelon. You gotta salt the watermelon. With cantaloupe, you gotta salt and pepper. That's the play, man. That's
but okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Smokey's sitting
Right.
there thinking, "What's in the kitchen?"
Yo, for real though. Bro, I already know it's some chocolate chip cookies, and I know it got a full gallon of milk in there, yo.
He's sitting there. He's like, I wonder if they would notice. Like, can I just like say that I lagged in real quick and grab some cookies and
Yeah,
like
I'll be like,
just dash back
yo, shit, it's funny.
Shit.
Yeah, man, munchies, yo. It's a different animal, bro.
Bro.
Shit's real out there.
So hey, like, what inspires you to kind of start making the vein of music that you get? Because it's really hard to genre. Like, you know, and that said, like, if you want to say like I'm a hip hop artist, like that's fine. That is like a vein of hip hop for sure. But like, it's more on the melodic hip hop. But I tend to not like melodic hip hop because then I think of like fuck boys like Lil Peep and stuff that I really don't enjoy in that vein, you know. And so it's like when I kind of go through that, I shouldn't say Lil Peep. I actually kind of like Lil Peep, but either way, like the majority
the
of
truth
melodic hip
comes
hop,
out.
I'm not a.
The truth comes-
But like what influenced you to kind of go down the path that you went with your music? Like was it just natural? Like that's what came out because it's not a starting point style really. You know what I'm saying? Like and especially
Yeah.
you don't just like mumble through like a lot of people who are drawn more into the melodic side of hip hop. And so you know like what was the job? Especially because you come from drumming. I said like drums were my first main instrument too, and like kind of that's because I played the drums for a long time, like that's part of why I don't like melodic hip hop as a whole. You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
like what inspired you to go into that
You
or to
know,
hit that direction with your own stuff?
I really don't. I don't know how it ended up happening because, like, honestly, like, my biggest inspiration is probably like classic rock, which is probably weird, but
That's
uh,
overrated.
I don't know. I think my goal like has always been like kind of try to like mesh classic music with like modern.
Yeah.
And, I've always listened to, a bunch of different rap and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely don't consider myself like a rapper or anything like that. Like, I think if I had to do a genre, I would probably say indie or something. But I don't know what to categorize. But I don't know, man. But I kind of just go like, all right, like, this is like the type of sound I'm feeling. I'm gonna just stick with this right now. And yeah, as of lately, like I've been trying to add more of like the real drum tones and stuff like that, adding bass. So I am kind of straying away from beats a bit, but I think that's just because like the way, you know, my
That's cool
sound's
though.
been going lately. Yeah.
You're being an artist. You're
But yeah,
letting your talent shine. That's cool.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because you can't like force like a genre, because it does get to a point sometimes where you are like, this is my sound, like I have to do this, and like
Yeah.
you'll force like this fucking sound and it just doesn't come out right, and you
Yeah.
have to like sometimes just like be more natural with yourself,
Yeah.
and uh
I, th- I think a lot of people get too tied up in those labels. They get too tied up in like staying in their lane and stuff, and they don't let themselves just be an artist. So I mean, I agree with you. Like,
Yeah. Do you
I think
think?
that's a
Do you
good
think
way
you?
to go.
Oh yeah. Do you think that if someone were to like, because you make your own beats, like, have you always made your own beats?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. So like, if somebody sent
you've
you,
always been doing that.
if like a friend you like a friend you knew or something would send you like a beat, you wouldn't really be comfortable, like working with it, would you? Because like me personally, even though I am starting to dip into like some hip hop stuff, I've never really considered reaching out for beats because I've always just made my own. You know, I'm super
Hmm.
comfortable with my own sound that I like. If someone were to send you a beat right now, would you be comfortable working with it?
Would you
Hard,
be
man.
hard to
I
send
I
you a beat?
never.
Would you say, Tyler?
It really is hard though, because um yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's like a problem that I have or something, but like I feel like I have to like be in control of like the instrumental and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And like if there is a beat that like I do fuck with, like I probably would do it, but I feel like it's really hard for me to do that because like I don't know, like I'm the type of person, the way I write is like I have to form the beat and that beat has to make lyrics come out of it as I'm making it for me to commit to that song, you know? Like I have to, like as I'm making a beat, I have to start hearing shit come to my head as I'm making it for me to finish the beat, I feel.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm sure eventually like I will, like someone's gonna send something, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I'll fucking hop on that shit. I mean, I've done features too where like it's not my beat, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just haven't done it yet, you know?
All right.
But yeah, maybe one day, you know?
Yeah, because I feel the same way. Like, you get so comfortable with your own stuff, like you know, like everything behind it. You know the nooks and crannies of your beat, like of your instrumental. You know exactly what you're doing and what you want to do, and I feel like that's when you can be like really creative with your own stuff. And so I feel the same way. Like, I don't outsource for beats. I always make my own. I've always thought of my projects as me telling my story, and I don't need somebody telling my story. You know, like not as an insult or like
Yeah.
a bad thing. It's just like, you're so personally attached to your own stuff that
Yeah.
it just it doesn't feel the same. So yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and the more find your sound, the more you know yourself. Like, like if once you start making vocals on the beats and stuff, you start to be like, oh, like subconsciously you're like, yeah, I usually put the kicks here because my vocal cadence is like this, or whatever. And people have sent me beats and stuff, and it's like, well, this is like a straight hip hop beat, like I don't normally do shit over stuff like that, like it's hard, but if someone really does like study your music and it's like, yo, listen, like I made this beat for you, like I know your sound, and just listen to it, and it could be like, oh, okay, like you get what I'm doing, and for sure, like I'll definitely hop on that, I feel like
Yeah.
it has to be something like that for someone that's like what you were saying, like you become so attached to your own beats. But I mean, eventually someone might be like, listen, like, I'm an attachment to your attachment. Like, I understand you.
Yeah, yeah. I think we covered that really well. I like that was my like most. I mean, that was my probably most thought out question that I had. But I'm all out of questions. Like we've already like covered everything I had to go with. So and I don't know how late you're planning on going today. I mean, we could definitely just chill like forever, but I know you probably got to get going soon. So what do you guys think? Another like 15 minutes and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm cool with another 15.
Just
All
here for
right.
the ride,
Yeah.
Doc.
If anybody has any questions if anybody has any questions in chat, please just ask. We'll try to get to them as much as possible. I know I've been sort of ignoring chat. I've just been engrossed in the conversation. So, but if anybody has something to say, please do. If Tyler or Smokey, you have anything you want to bring up, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, for sure.
I
I'll.
just I respect the process, man. Listening to you talk about music, like I said, I mean, granted, I did think that you were a lot younger coming into this than you actually are, but like I respect the process because you know you got a really solid build, you've got a solid idea of everything that you're going for, man. It's awesome because I really do thoroughly enjoy your music. I don't do stoner vibes every day, and so like I'm not Jiminator like waking and baking to it every day, but like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I do enjoy it, man. And are, do you have you done any live shows yet? Is that something like you wanna
Yeah,
look at, want to start getting into at some point? Like are live shows a thing?
you did a couple live shows a few months
Yeah.
ago, right? I mean, I remember seeing Instagram stories about it, and it looked like pretty big actually.
hmm Yeah, it was
So
sick, man. Yeah, I did like an album release show for my last album. It was cool, man. It was like almost sold out. Like people were vibing. It was fucking all you could ask for a release show. Like, but yeah, I've been doing shows here and there whenever I can, get on something. Like, but
yeah,
you know, just trying to get to the point where I can keep playing more and more.
yeah,
Because
absolutely,
shows are fucking sick, man.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I like sometimes I just dream of like being on stage, even though like I'm not like I don't know, I can't really picture myself on stage, but when I'm thinking about it, just hearing the crowd just chatter, and you got the music playing, and you're just like I feel like that's a state of being alive like no other, like that's it's a dream, man, and I'm chasing it. So even if it's just me playing my
For
shitty beats
sure.
up there, I'd love it. Having that nightclub
Hell yeah,
with
man.
the lights everywhere, just playing some like beats, like yeah, that'd be sick. Like
It's definitely an adrenaline hit when you got to worry about like you get one chance to do everything right, and it's like okay,
I can't fuck this
and
up.
then if well, that's the thing though. I think like everybody will tell you who's done like a few live sets, like you're gonna fuck something up. Like that's the thing, and it's all about how you roll through it and how much attention you give it in the moment or how you play it off and everything. And that's the what would you say? I don't know, like your favorite story from a live performance that you've done would be. That's one that I always like asking people because like it's one of those. I'll give you like my example. Like I was doing this bar set right with this band, and literally like I'd switched to like a different setup. I was having to like set my whole booth and everything up like kind of wonky compared to how I normally do. I literally kick over
Yeah.
and unplug my main power strip, and like everything just drops while I'm going. I'm like,
Oh,
ah,
oh man. That's so brutal to hear, bro.
oh yeah, no,
How'd you
it's
get out of it though?
it's
What'd you do
terrible.
after?
Well, like I'm pretty so luckily like the mic was actually running through a different PA that wasn't playing off my power source. And so I just kind of took it as a minute like plug it in, waiting for the table to come back up. Obviously, I run off of a laptop, so so it's like everything was already loaded up here. I just had to wait for my synth, my sampler and my controller to all come back up. And So I'm just like rebooting it and like, you know, just kind of use that for like a hot moment, talking a little bit of shit and everything. Like, you know, played it off. I don't think anyone was fooled at all that like it was an intentional like drop, but you know, it is what it is. Then we came back and I just kind of like bumped it in. But
Hell yeah.
you know, it's just not about giving it attention at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like something like
Yes.
that you can't really work in, but it fucking sucked.
I seen a reel or like something on TikTok about when there was a show that Skrillex was doing. I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with Skrillex. He was
Those crazy shows.
he there was a thing I seen, and he was like really spinning his like spinner or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I'm not familiar with DJ terms, but he was like really spinning it, you know. And then he fucking
Okay.
breaks it right as the drop is about to come, and
Oh
like
yeah.
they pause the show, and he's just like, "Dude, I just broke my fucking mixer." Like, that was funny.
Jeez.
That's terrible. Well, Skrillex is dumb. Skrillex gets on top of his shit, like climbs and everything anyway. But like, what
Yeah.
what what, what do you got? What do you got for a story? Like, give us a story. It doesn't have to be like that. Like, you just give us like a dope story if you want. Just
Yeah.
like maybe like your
Well,
favorite.
no, I'll give a story like that because I kind of have one. Like, so, I mean, it was kind of something that was like not in my control though, like at all. Well, that wasn't in your control either, but so like there was like this like festival going on, and yeah, I got to play. It was like a weed festival type thing, and sorry, 1 second. I don't know why that. Hey, buddy, this is my dog. Ugh. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, there's this weed festival, and yeah, I drove like 4 hours to play it and stuff. You know, it's pretty sick, and you know, I go up to play, and the clouds start coming. I'm like, fuck, yo, like it better not rain during this shit. And yo, like I swear to God, I fucking start playing my first song, and it downpours, yo, and like there's no one there because everyone's hiding under different tents and all this stuff. I'm like, man, this couldn't have been any more like unfortunate, but like, you know, like at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. Like you gotta
Yeah.
deal with the hand you get and make the most of it, you know.
Oh yeah.
But
All right.
yeah, I think that's my craziest story like that.
All right, yeah, that's sick, man. I mean, it's not sick, but like it's unfortunate that happened. But like, you know, that has to be the shittiest feeling. Like, oh, come on, like please no, not today. Yeah, no, I can only imagine that. But there's like one more question that I have, and then I want Tyler to play a Misa song of his choosing. So
I
cause
don't want that to happen.
huh?
I don't know who Mises is. I've never heard of that guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But you should do it anyway. Because if you don't know, me Tyler, is it okay if I tell him that like
I mean, yeah.
yeah
Yeah,
okay.
I'm his DJ. That's not a secret.
Uh, Tyler is Mises' DJ, and he has also a really good show story. Mises was performing his song Black and White, and I've seen the clip. It's fucking epic, and there is a spot in the song.
No. He got so mad.
Okay, you tell the story because you know it better than I
No,
do.
you could go ahead with it.
I mean, but
I already shared my story.
you have
I-
you have the
All
way of
right.
saying it.
So I'm going up, and like I always try to make performances that I'm involved with special. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want it to be like you're listening to a CD with everybody or anything like that. Like it needs to be memorable. And a lot of times, like as a DJ, yeah, of course, like I'm, jumping in and hopping people up and all that stuff. I always try to kind of play with the beat a little bit too, and luckily, like I work with the artist that doesn't mind if I like kind of throw him some curveballs and stuff, usually to a smaller extent. So he's got this song called Black and White, and it's a solid song. Like it is a really good song. But the third verse, he goes into a double time flow, like kind of just da 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 da, straight through, and kind of breaks his cadence and everything just to speed it up and power through the third verse. So we get to the third verse, and that was the point. I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get to the double time piece, and I'm gonna hit a flanger, drop the beat out, and just like give him the high points so that everybody just hears him like killing this flow. You know what I'm saying? And so he gets up and he did kill it. Like it was a fantastic performance. I mean, the crowd was loving it. Like everybody was jumping and yelling, like literally through the whole verse. You know, we brought in the lights on him and everything. So it was that spotlight moment. You know what I'm saying? But he turns around like halfway through it. He gives me this look like he's gonna kill me. And we get over with it, and he goes, "Yo, what the fuck happened when I was doing black and white?" He's like, they like dropped the beat out on me or something. I'm like, I dropped the beat out on you. He's like, bro, he's like, I was so afraid I was gonna forget the words or something. He's like, I literally was just going like on autopilot through that, and I was like, but I knew you could do it. He's like, if you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill you, dog. Like he was half pissed, but it was a fantastic moment.
Oh, dude, I just remember seeing the video, and then the beat, and then whenever he's done his verse, the beat just comes back in, and it's just like he finishes out with the hook, like, bro, oh.
It was fantastic. It was great.
That's sick.
Yeah, so my last question is, what's your favorite strain?
Strain? Let me think about this for a second. You know, it's tough not being in a legal state because you don't always know what strains you're smoking. But going off of one I have gotten from dispensaries. Yeah, exactly. But I have always liked Trainwreck. I will say that. I would probably go with Trainwreck.
Oh, nice. Never heard of it.
Oh, for real?
No, I haven't.
I know it's big in like Colorado.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of smoking experience under my belt. I always just did edibles for the longest time. Like, but recently in the last year, I've really picked up on smoking more, and I'd say one of my favorites is Morning Glory. I don't know why. It's just a really, really good one for me. But yeah, no, that was my last question. Is there any other points you'd like to bring up, or we pretty much done?
Well, God bless.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. You know.
Oh no,
having me on this, and
we're not ending. I wasn't sure what time I said. We're not ending. We're not saying our farewells yet. That time will come.
I was just like, he just ripped the Band-Aid off. Anything else you want to add, or are we done? Like that's how we close the damn interview. Like fuck off now, guy. Like
that is not what I meant in the slightest. No. It's just we said I mean we all pretty much agreed that we're gonna give it like another 15 minutes, and it's already been way over that. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm not sure, but hey, we can keep going. Let's just keep going.
Morning Glory, reach around.
Oh man.
Mumbo jumbo, like you lost track of time. You guys survived, right?
No, we're golden.
That Morning Glory.
That Morning Glory. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I wish there was dispensaries out here. Well, I could get my medical card, but haven't gotten around to it yet. I have to do that soon, man.
Hey,
because then I'll really let you know.
Yeah.
Man spoke to my soul right there. He's like, you know, you're not legal. I'm just like thinking. I'm like, see that big bag? Do you want high, medium, or low? Like which one are you? Like, what is it? I don't fucking know. That's the shit. Like, you know, this is the shit right here.
Hey, buddy. No, for real, man. Yeah, man. Hopefully soon enough it'll be, you know, available everywhere at the convenience of a store.
There's literally nobody in government even fighting it anymore. Everybody's just like, yeah, weed should be legal. Like both sides are just like, yeah, weed should be legal. Yeah, weed should be legal. Like, like y'all fight over everything else. Y'all ain't even fighting over this anymore. Why don't you just pass something? Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah, man. Soon enough, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now I ain't got to worry about any of that. I have like 5 stores 5 minutes from my house, so I'm chilling. I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in or anything. I'm just saying, like, um, but there is one more question that I really wanted to it's another story time, so you don't have to go super long if you don't want to. But how much
Mm.
experience do you have with shrooms?
Actually, I never. There was like a couple times where I could have taken it, but I've actually never done shrooms, and I've always wanted to, but I just never found the right time. Because I think with shrooms, I've always been like, I need that right moment, and I feel like I've never like actually committed to it. But I definitely will be taking shrooms at one point in my life. I feel like it might be pretty soon. You
Hey,
know.
I mean, I've only done them twice. One once fairly recently. I didn't take like too much. It was like maybe almost a gram.
Hmm.
Very a light dose because I am a bigger guy. So a light dose for me because I didn't. You don't just want to go heroic dose full dive, you know. But no, it was a very pleasant experience. My buddy had taken three of them, 3 grams, and he said he was having a terrible trip. I'm just there chilling, like I'm just there looking at the trees and shit. And he's just like, okay, listen, bro, like I really just gotta go home right now, or go to the park or something. And since you only took like one, you gotta drive. So I, I was driving, and one of the things that I remember so vividly is there was a sunset right behind us. We were driving the opposite side of the sunset, so the sun was behind us, setting down, and it was just like the sun was just shining on the meadows and shit. And I just remember looking at the
Yeah.
meadows in a way that you never look at stuff the way you look at stuff when you're on shrooms. And it's just the way the sun was going on like it just looked so beautiful, and I felt so alive in the moment. And then we went to like the skate park, and we went to like this little tower I used to go to as a kid, and just then I just relived all of my memories as being a kid, and it really brought me some closure. um, all in all, I had a very beautiful experience with shrooms, and it was great. It was great.
It was awesome. Yeah, definitely good that you had a good experience because, like it definitely, I mean, even if it's a bad experience, though, the fact that it's still an experience, I feel bad experiences with shrooms still end up being good experiences because you still get lessons out of it and, all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, I was
yeah,
just,
definitely,
I was, I was really, I was in the right mental space for that, for that time. You know.
hmm for sure. Yeah, that's good to hear, man. Definitely seems like a spiritual fucking journey.
Mm.
And you made it out the other side.
Yeah, I did, and it was, I learned a lot from it. It was dope. Tater knows a
Keep
guy
ex-
that knows a guy.
keep expecting your dog to talk to me because it looks so much like the one from Men in Black. Just expecting it to
I know, I get that all the
get
time.
it.
It's like, is
Yeah,
that Frank?
yeah, that's that Frank. I kept thinking Frank, and I'm like, nah, it's not Frank. Because when you first got him, I was like, please tell me that dog's name is Frank. Like,
His name's Elvis.
oh,
Little Elvis.
well, that's close enough.
Tater,
Yeah, exactly.
Tater says, we need to get you in touch with our guy. He ships, and our guy, by our guy, he means a specific somebody. Uh, I think it's okay to mention him.
I,
Nampy.
I, well,
What were you saying?
I probably wouldn't.
I
Oh,
okay. Well, no, forget that. Forget that. I mean,
Oh man,
I mean,
that's funny.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh shit.
Well, if you're ever interested, just hit me up on IG. I can connect you.
Hell yeah.
I can be that middleman.
Right.
I'll be the middleman plug.
Shit.
You were saying?
Middleman. What's up?
You were you were beginning to say something, but I think I accidentally interrupted you, or there might be a slight delay. But
I honestly totally forget now.
okay, sick.
Yeah, I forget what I was saying.
Well, that's rad. That's some old slang.
We were probably
Nobody
talking about
uses anymore,
that was-
but
Rad, man. Radical.
Don't trust Nader with a
Oh,
secret, right?
yeah, no. Oh man, I done fucked it up. But
Whole vibe just got shot, Nader. Wow,
It's-
way to go.
I mean, you know me, Tyler. I try to
rename your interview series "Spilling Beans."
spill it. Nope, I'm never gonna get another interview again if I rename that.
Spilling beans.
Shit, man. You
Oh,
should.
that's funny.
Yeah, but no, I like yeah. Sick. What's
Questions, Terminator.
what's your favorite movie of all time?
Movie?
That's such a hard question
Shit.
to answer. I know, but
Yeah, bro, that's hard. I know Interstellar is definitely way up there. I really like the Doors movie. That shit's so sick. I watch that shit all the time.
Tours,
What the Doors.
The Doors.
Like the
Never
Doors
heard of it.
movie, like the band, they had like a movie. What else? Lords of Dogtown is fucking sick. I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm not thinking of all of them. But yeah, there's a bunch
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
No, I can't even name mine.
What about you
like,
guys?
I can't name it. There's so many good movies.
Favorite of all time? I don't know. Probably. Like I really love I love weird shit though. Like I like Equilibrium a lot, Gattaca. Of course, like Star Wars, like classic nerdy stuff. You know.
Oh yeah.
I love Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh, damn it. Sorry, continue. But I know my
No,
favorite now.
Like a couple of French ones. I like Fern Gully a lot. But like I don't know, like a straight up favorite movie is damn near impossible for me to say just because like I mean I vibe I like it so like I love watching like B movies like cheesy like bullshit that you can just chill and like laugh at like how it's made and stuff, you know? Like
For
I don't
sure.
know. I don't spend a whole lot of time watching like TV and movies just because I'm usually doing something else. But like when I do, like I don't want. I don't know. I like to just chill and like enjoy the moment with it. So like really like shitty B movies are probably like my favorite category of movies, but not like one specific movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, my number one
Oh yeah.
is The Rescuers, the 1977 animated movie. Just because of how much that movie means to me as a kid, it still means that much more to me as an adult because of how like nostalgic it is to me. Yeah, that's my number
Rescuers
one.
Down
If
Under
you've
better.
never seen it, do yourself a favor and don't no fuck the sequel. No, the original is where it's at.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go look at Wayne's World. That's a classic.
Oh, dude,
Certified classic right there.
Wayne's World is awesome.
I love the Breakfast.
Yeah, that's
like
fucking-
out of all those, the Breakfast Club is the one that just shines the most to me. I love the Breakfast Club, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just such a
Yeah,
real
good
movie.
lessons in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, guys. Well, I actually have to hop off now.
Yeah.
fucking wake up early tomorrow, and
Right on.
but I really appreciate you guys having me on here. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that I had in the works for a while, and the second you told me you were down, I'm like, I'm gonna plan this shit out, and I really didn't, but I didn't do it well. But this is my first interview ever, so I thought I'd have Tyler on me just like
Just
prevent
make
me.
sure we did something productive.
Yeah, I mean, I do better as a group than on my own. Like one on one can be kind of awkward for me, because I don't really talk as well as Tyler does. So like he's a perfect co-host. And thanks man for coming on. It was fun, man. Like just getting to know you a little better. The the man behind the music. There's just one thing I have to ask of you. Please do a mental vacation part 2. Um,
I am.
you are
Don't worry,
yes. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I am.
I'm happy now. Like, hey, I mean, even
I'll
if it
make
takes
sure
a couple
it's
of
bigger and better too.
yeah, even if it takes a couple of years, I won't forget about you, buddy. Like, I promise.
Nah, but that's definitely one of the things in the works for sure. Don't worry about that.
Sorry,
Hell yeah.
I just choked on some water. I choked on some water. Sorry. Fuck.
I thought you were tearing up.
I am.
Yeah, I thought
I
you
am.
were about to give us some inspirational story.
I don't know, like you got struck with some profound shit right there. Like that was the
Oh.
look you had on your face.
I
like,
legitimately have tears in my eyes, man.
right
Oh,
now.
that hurt.
Nah, I appreciate you coming on, Smokey.
Oh.
You make great music. It was great having a chance to talk to you. Like absolutely seeing how everything, works behind the scenes and stuff. Like
Hell
it's
yeah.
awesome, man. Like I look forward to seeing where you're going and what all you're doing and stuff. Cause
Me
I
too.
mean, you kill it, and you deserve it. Like you're a better person than like half the people, making this like an investment. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
shout out to you for that because you got a great personality, spirit, all that, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, man. Seriously means the world, guys, for real.
I'm gonna say it again.
It means the world.
Smokey's link